Welcome to the Aligned and Magnetic podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Ashley. I'm an ICF certified business alignment coach, and they call me the money mindset and manifestation queen. I'm here to help you make your vision for your life and business a reality and doing it in a way that lights you the fuck up. If you're ready to build an aligned, magnetic, and profitable business so that you can live the life of your dreams, you are definitely in the right place. In this podcast, I promise to provide you with the raw lessons, the tools, and powerful questions to help you on the way to creating success your way. Thank you so much for being here. Now let's dive in. Hi loves. Welcome back to another episode of the Aligned and Magnetic podcast. So I'm at mid-launch right now. Actually, I wouldn't say mid-launch. I'm coming up on the end of my launch for Align and Manifest, my 2-day mini mastermind. And I kind of want to share with you where I'm at in the process because it's been definitely interesting. All right, I created Align and Manifest back in 2019. The intention behind this workshop, this was only going to be like a 2-hour workshop, was of course to create your big vision, which is still true today, but also to learn about human design because literally human design changed so much about the way I saw my business, about the way I harnessed my energy, the way I chose to operate my business, but also the way I gave myself permission to be a leader in my business because my energy did not look like, and the way that I'm naturally designed, I guess, if you will, the way that I naturally function is not the same as my peers. It's not the same as the other women who were experiencing amazing results inside of all of these fun group programs, blah, blah, blah. And I know that a lot of it has to do with mindset, but also because my mindset was so bad in the beginning, I literally became the mindset queen and was able to help other people no problem. Now, the extra layer on top of that was really this layer of human design and giving myself permission to follow my intuition. Oh my God, that rhymes. How cute. Okay. So originally launched this in 2019, definitely did not promote it in the way that I needed to in order to get sales, like the sales that I desired. So that program, I think I promoted it like twice, which by the way, if you are promoting any program, do not expect to see massive results if you are new by sending 2 emails. It doesn't work like that. So that's what I did. Obviously learned my lesson, but then I went ahead in 2020 and decided to collaborate with one of my biz besties, I guess, if you will, at the time, Carolina, and we created the Align with Your Authentic Vision workshop, which was pretty much just the Align and Manifest workshop mixed with her, I guess more, she was teaching a little bit more on the human design. I was offering a different perspective because we give very different perspectives of it, being different designs naturally, right? So we were coming at it and collaborating on this together. That workshop, we sold a ton of seats to that workshop and it was a lot of fun to run. But the following year, 2021, I checked in with Carolina, was like, hey, you want to collaborate again? And it just wasn't aligned for her. And of course, I understand things shift, things change, but I still wanted to proceed. And I really felt like what I had / we had created was really helpful for people. And so I had a lot of passion and energy around continuing. So I launched Align and Manifest again, but this was during 2021 when I was going through, first of all, my Saturn return, a whole I just feel like a whole crisis or something. I don't even know. Not to be dramatic, but dude, it was so hard. So launched it again, didn't sell, was not clear on my messaging. And who knows, I'll get to this later. But anyway, it didn't sell because I didn't show up for it, right? I think a lot of the time something that entrepreneurs struggle with is following through with the sale, right? We got to take it from start to finish if we actually want the results that we desire and that we know we are capable of. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, that is one of my biggest fallbacks is not following through and not finishing what I started. If a client pays for something, I do follow through. And also when it comes to launching my own programs, I find it a challenge. So anyway, I found ways to work around this in a way that works for me so that I can continue to provide really good service to people. So I know that many of you can relate to this, which is why I would like to share about it. This is by no means a podcast episode where it's like all glory and wins and shit like that. Like, this is like the deep, dark depths of my soul. Just joking. But it's vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, let me share with you a little bit about what's going on. So I had this idea of like, okay, I want to launch Align and Manifest again, because I know it's great. My heart's behind it. I love it. And I want to do it. And it's going to be the perfect segue into my mastermind. Alignment is the first pillar in my aligned, magnetic, and profitable business framework. To me, it is essential to teach entrepreneurs how to trust themselves, how to listen to their intuition, and how to work with their body in order to build businesses that are in alignment to them and not just copycat businesses that, are somebody else's business model, somebody else's messaging, somebody else's templates that are not customized to who they are as individuals, right? Our goal in the online industry is to stand out, not to look the same as everybody else. So that's what I help my clients do. Align and Manifest is like the first step because it's all about human design and getting to know yourself and setting your big vision. It's like the work that I do with my one-on-one clients, but a little bit more in depth, right? So I provided 2 complimentary tickets that were like part of a giveaway for my podcast launch, which by the way went super well. Very proud of myself for that launch. And I thought like giving away 2 spots was going to help motivate me to continue the follow through and to sell it and to put a little bit of fire under my ass, because I feel like sometimes I have the tendency to focus on so many projects and take so much on. And I think that's why my follow through sometimes lacks when it comes to launching things, or, I just like, you guys, it's a daily struggle. For context, I am currently working on the beta version of a business membership, and I haven't even finished selling Align and Manifest, and this workshop is in 2 days. So my brain is a little wild. I love her, love my brain. She's full of ideas. We honor that. And also we need to know how to hone in on our energy. energy. So I have I have an undefined mind in human design, which means I absorb and am open to a lot of ideas. This does not mean I'm supposed to action all of these ideas, right? And this is something that I've had to learn a lot in business and revisit consistently and teach myself how to connect with my body and tap into my authority, my inner authority, which is my gut. So I look for a gut response before taking action, and really just play with this whole idea of being a manifesting generator who's designed to inform and respond, and all of just these different kind of nuances. Now, I don't want to make this seem overly complicated, but I mean, our lives are kind of complicated, right? And things can get complex. And at the end of the day, what I find is knowing my human design is very helpful for me to see when I'm in a particular situation that is frustrating to me or that is overwhelming. I can kind of take a step back, look at my design and be like, oh yeah, this is how I'm designed to operate. This is what I'm prone to. This is what I'm open to. And this is how I'm designed to navigate this situation. And it makes things very simple, right? So anyway, we are working on several things right now. As always, manifesting generator, designed to work on multiple projects at once. And the main thing that I want to share with you guys is that I've kind of so we've got 3 people in the seat for Align and Manifest. And I've had this mentality of this thing is not selling and I'm not going to make any money off of it. And why the fuck should I even bother, right? Now, I want to share with you how I've shifted and how I'm going to continue to shift this, because that is not the reality that I desire. I do truly desire to help people, to teach on human design, and to help them build businesses that are in alignment to them. So I think coming out of this whole Saturn return, where I was kind of in a deep hermit reflection process, and I'm going to talk more about this in my recap of 2022. So if that episode is already published, then go have a listen to that. But that's going to be helpful for you to kind of understand the concept. So Saturn return, hermiting, reflecting, took a step back from my business and really just looked at things on a broad level, like what the fuck am I doing? And started to set some foundations and put some things in place, because I literally felt like I was walking through a cloud for 2 whole years, which sucked, really sucked. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Didn't know what way was up, didn't know what direction to go in. It was insane. Anyway, something that I think a lot of new entrepreneurs can relate to is kind of this scarcity mentality. And not the scarcity mentality, I think we all kind of have to work on our money mindset when we first start a business and be open to receiving, especially when you're selling high ticket programs, which is $1,000 plus. Probably more in the 4 to 15, 20K range. But anyway, definitely money mindset is a key thing for new entrepreneurs, right? And something that I believe we should be doing over and over and over again throughout our journey to be able to up level with ease, to be able to shift our thoughts, to be able to grow our business more easily and not get held back by small bumps in the road, right? So for context, that was just for context. But anyway, I kind of feel even though, and this is funny, it's something I always come back to, but even though I see results, even though I have clients, even though all of these amazing things are happening in my business, I seem to always come back to there aren't enough clients out there for me. This thought that's ingrained in my being or something like that. And when I say this, I want you to know that typically the patterns and the limiting beliefs that we have in business don't change. They are with us for life. And while yes, we can break through them using different strategies and different tools, it's going to be that same belief, but just in a different way. You know what I mean? So we can do hypnotherapy, we can do, and this is just my own experience. Other people might have different experiences, but what I notice is that we can do all of the work. And also, it's highly likely that belief is going to show up in a different way, but it's going to be the same belief, just at a new level. You know what I mean? Just my experience. So I feel like that's definitely something that is important to know as a new entrepreneur, just to be aware of. And so I've had this belief running through my head, okay, this is the cost of my program. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 people will buy it. Okay, what a waste of time. You know what I mean? And this can definitely happen when we are not aligned with our pricing, when we are not selling the thing that we desire to be selling, aka if we are selling something super low cost that's not actually going to reach our money goals. It's not in alignment with our money goals, which is why we have to look at okay, what am I selling, at what pricing, and what is it that I truly desire to be making? Now, everything doesn't have to be particularly aligned, and this is where I think I'm kind of messing myself up energetically, is because I believed that I'm only going to make X amount of dollars in January from Align and Manifest, right? Which is not motivating for me, thinking that I'm only going to, it's a limiting thought, right? Limitations do not motivate me. I am definitely motivated by possibility and by thinking bigger and opening up to receive from more places than just one. So the shift that I made actually this morning was, all right, I got to do what I've promised in Align and Manifest. I need to create the modules, I need to sell it, and I need to make the best of this situation, because one way or another, I am running this mini mastermind. One way or another, I am committed to 2 half days with people. So, even if I don't believe that it will sell to many people, I sure as hell am going to do my best to sell as many seats as possible and open up to receive from as many people as possible. And I think another thing that really holds us back is numbers, right? This is something that had held me back in the beginning of my business as well, is believing like, oh, my list is only this size. Typically we only convert at 1 to 3%. Well, that means that 1 or 2 people are gonna buy, right? And that is also another limiting thought and belief. So the way that I've crushed that is, oh my God, I have met so many people in person and online that would totally want to buy this program, right? So let's kind of retrace these. So first, mindset block. I'm not going to make any money from this program. The limiting belief is no one's going to buy this. What the fuck am I doing? And the way that I shifted this is in 2 ways. First of all, I'm already committed to delivering this workshop. So I might as well show up and sell it as much as I can and get as many people in as I can to make the best out of the situation. So then the second thought or belief was that there's like not enough people in my community who are going to buy it. And people in my community don't have the money. So the opening mindset, the mindset shift, or the more expansive thought or belief that I'm stepping into and I have shifted into is, holy shit, I know so many people. I have met so many people who would be perfect for this workshop and who can find this workshop because I'm posting about it on Facebook, on Instagram, and can come into this experience with me without me really having to work that much for it. All I have to do is continue to share. So that was another really big shift for me, is not just looking at the numbers on my email list. I have like just under 200 subscribers. And if we look at like the 1 to 3%, that's only like, maybe 2 to 5 people, which would actually be really great. But the other thing, there's so many fucking excuses, that we can make for ourselves. The other excuse is that, some of these people have been with me since health coaching, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we can make a whole bunch of reasons as to why something will not sell, but we want to come up with reasons that it will sell. Okay. So I'm already committed. So I'm going to sell the fuck out of this thing and try to do my best. First belief. Second belief. Oh my God. First of all, I already have just under 200 people on my email list, which means I could sell 2 to 6 spots just from my email list. Oh my God, I have met so many people in person and online that I'm friends with on Facebook, on Instagram. There are so many people following my journey who could buy from me out of nowhere, right? I think sometimes when we get stuck focusing on like how many story views we're getting, or how many email opens we're getting, how many comments we're getting, that's when we can really get tripped up. But if we remember to think about the possibility and to remain open, then that not only helps us to keep moving forward, it also opens us up to be a magnet for our desires, right? And I've seen this time and time again. So that is also something I'm shifting into. Now, this other one I was super proud of because it was something that really lit the fire under my ass. So I mentioned I'm working on this new business membership. It's called the Aligned and Magnetic Business Membership. And the whole idea here is to really, I have this passion right now to really help new entrepreneurs get their business off of the fucking ground, get soulmate clients, get their way to 2 to 4K months. Because I know, as for myself, like, businesses are an investment, and we can obviously get loans, which I talked about in my recap of 2022. We can invest from using our savings. We can invest using credit cards, whatever. We can find ways to invest in our businesses. But I think the most empowering way to invest is to bring in money for yourself, make your money, and use that to invest back into your business, right? And that's what I want to help more women do. So anyway, I'm in the process of creating this beta membership program where we're going to test it out, see what works, what doesn't, and really create something beautiful. And I am actually looking for beta testers. So if you're listening to this, I have 2 more spots open to beta testers, and I would love to connect with you and see if this could be a good fit. So let me know if you fit the criteria. If you're a newer-ish business owner that really wants to get their business off the ground and you need the support to do so, to know what you're doing, and to really build an aligned, magnetic, and profitable business. So the shift that I made here is like, oh my God, I am super excited about this membership, and I'm going to be presenting this membership at Align and Manifest, right? So not only do I make income from Align and Manifest, not only can I make an income from selling spots to Align and Manifest, I can also make money after by selling my business membership and offering that to the people who are at Align and Manifest. And that really excited me because, like, I'm in business. I want to up-level my income, and find new ways to make income. And so that was something that really lit a fire under my butt and was like, okay, fully show up, do the thing. It's going to be great. There's so much coming from this. So I really wanted to share this episode with you. Again, I haven't finished my launch yet, so who knows how it will go from here. But what I can tell you is I feel a lot more open and a lot more magnetic to results. Ideas are flowing to open up conversation, to make connections with people. And that's what really matters, because when we shift our energy and we shift the way in which we're thinking about things, our brains open, right, to new ideas, new possibilities, new ways. Our intuition kicks in and is like, hey, have you tried this? Have you done this? Let's lean over here. Here's this person that might be a good fit. Maybe you should reach out and connect to them, right? And that is what counts the most in business, because when we're taking action, aligned, intuitive action, the results come as a result of that, right? And I just want to preface this with, you don't have to go down a list and reach out to every single contact that you have. That is not how I run my business. But obviously, checking in with past clients and following up with people is. And sometimes our intuition helps us think of those people, right? Helps guide us there. I largely lean on intuition to run my business. And also, we need to step out of fear and into a more expansive way of thinking in order to open up to these aligned, intuitive actions. Does that make sense? Right? And then from there, we become a magnet. When we take those actions and we put out that energy from a place of expansion and openness and possibility, results will come, okay? So I just wanted to pop in and let you know how Align and Manifest went. It was amazing. And one of my clients actually already sent me a review, and I want to share it with you because it was so good. I created a new brand mood board with new branding colors, and we got super clear on my client's message for this year and created a solid sales plan for what they're going to actually be, selling and how they're going to do it. So they have a clear way of moving forward in 2023. They know how to set themselves up for success and attract new clients into their world. So we really played with the energetics and the physical messaging and what actions you're actually taking. So this client said, Align and Manifest was beyond anything I could have imagined. I became so clear on my vision for my biz moving forward into 2023. Lauren was able to help me uncover a few blocks I had in regard to my business moving forward, and she really helped to massage out the messaging, branding, and purpose behind what I do. Lauren opened me up to playing with my brand, which has been so expansive. It has allowed me to think even bigger about the impact of my business and the work that I do. The human design piece was also hugely eye-opening. We were able to identify a few areas I could directly speak from in regard to my messaging and marketing. We came up with a focused sales plan for 2023, and it feels so good and aligned to what my vision is and made me feel lit up and excited about my work. Lauren challenged me to think bigger while staying grounded and to trust in my gifts. This 2-day mini mastermind was exactly what I needed to craft a vision for my business for 2023, and I'm so grateful for Lauren's coaching and holding the space for me to get playful with my work. Now, originally I thought that I would offer Align and Manifest as a replay at a low cost, but actually what happened is I realized how impactful this work would be one-on-one. So what I've decided to do is create customized Align and Manifest one-on-one VIP experiences with me, where we're going to get clear on your messaging, get clear on your branding, and get clear on what your purpose is in your business. So if you are somebody like this client who came to me feeling kind of lost and not really sure what it was that they help people with, we are going to get super crystal clear on that so that you know what to create in 2023 to attract your soulmate clients, so that you know what messaging you need to be putting out there, so that you know how to engage with your audience and create more engagement, more relationships, instead of just throwing out something out there and then not hearing anything back. So if you are that person that's hearing crickets, I totally understand where you're at, and I can help you go from hearing crickets to killing it online, just like I did in 2022. And I would love to support you. So if that's something that resonates with you, then send me a message on Instagram. We can chat to see if this one-on-one VIP experience would be a good fit for you. And I would just love to work with you. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I would love to know what you are taking away. It's honestly super nerve-wracking for me to put episodes like this out there, because it's like, oh my God, I feel naked. So I would love it if you shared a takeaway with me on Instagram or on Facebook if we're connected there, and let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're taking away from this episode. I would absolutely love to connect with you, and I just want to say thanks once again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review. I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast today. If you like what you heard, I would love it if you left a review. If you like my vibe, come and hang with me in my Facebook or Telegram group. I'll drop the link to my email list below, where you can get instant access. Make sure you check the show notes for any other links that I mentioned today. And until next time, I'm sending you waves of abundance.